Have you ever wondered why she suddenly seemed distant? You text her, she replies with a single emoji. You invite her over, she hesitates, then says she's busy. You replay your last conversations, your last dates. Nothing obviously wrong. But what if it wasn't what you said, but something you did in your free time? Yes, sometimes the very hobbies we love can silently poison attraction. Today we'll uncover 15 male hobbies women secretly hate. And, as promised, weave in 10 timeless suggestions from Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, whose wisdom still guides us, even in matters of love. Before we dive in, hit subscribe and like this video if you want to build a love life based on strength and self-awareness. And watch till the end, because even one of these hobbies might be holding you back without you ever realizing. A friend of mine, let's call him Daniel, was the type of guy every man thought women should love. Funny, generous, well-dressed, and yet relationship after relationship slipped away from him like sand through his fingers. One night over coffee, he asked me, "Or what am I doing wrong?" I text back fast, "I buy flowers. I'm nice to them." We talked, and it turned out Daniel had a secret weekend hobby. He'd spend entire Saturdays locked in his gaming room, shouting into his headset at strangers online. Nothing wrong with gaming in moderation. But for him, it wasn't moderation. It was obsession, and it was turning women off faster than he realized. It got me thinking, what other hobbies do men love that women often secretly hate? And what would Marcus Aurelius, who taught us to rule our impulses, say about them? Let's break it down. 1. Excessive gaming. Let me tell you about Daniel, a guy who, like many of us, just wanted to unwind. At first, gaming was harmless, a couple of matches after work, laughter with friends in his headset. Then he met her, Sarah. They shared late-night walks, inside jokes only they understood, and those electric moments where a single glance said everything. But slowly, something changed. The game that used to fill empty hours started stealing the hours that should have belonged to Sarah. One night she texted, "Miss you tonight," and his reply came hours later, buried under loot drops and loading screens. Have you ever been there? Where someone's message glows on your phone, but you think, just 5 more minutes until it's too late? Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Daniel forgot that. And in forgetting, he lost the one person who truly saw him. So before you pick up the controller tonight, pause and ask yourself, what's worth more, winning a match or keeping the love you prayed to find? Your story doesn't have to end like Daniel's did, collecting dust, not memories. Now let's talk about another friend, call him Adam. Adam had shelves stacked from floor to ceiling, rare figurines, vintage toys, limited edition sneakers, still sealed in boxes. When he invited his girlfriend Lena over for the first time, her eyes widened. At first she smiled, teasing, "Wow, you really love your collection?" But as months passed, the sparkle in her eyes dimmed. Why? Because every free weekend, Adam wasn't exploring life with her, he was polishing, rearranging, bidding online for just one more piece. Marcus Aurelius might have whispered in his ear, "Does what you hold add value to your soul, or does it hold you?" Have you ever caught yourself doing this too? Spending more time protecting things than making new memories with the people you love? Lena didn't hate the toys. She hated that he wasn't living. His passion turned into prison walls, pretty but cold. And in the end, it wasn't the dust she couldn't stand. It was the silence, the empty weekends, and a boyfriend who cherished objects over shared laughter. Ask yourself tonight, are you collecting dust or collecting moments she'll remember forever? 3. Endless drinking culture. Now picture another story about Jason. Every Friday night, Jason and his buddies had a ritual. Neon lights, loud bars, shots lined up like soldiers. At first, his girlfriend Mia tagged along. She liked seeing him laugh, liked being part of the fun. But weeks turned into months, and Friday nights turned into every night that felt empty without a glass in hand. Mia began to see the difference. The man she fell for in quiet cafes became someone louder, harsher, and sometimes a stranger after midnight. Marcus Aurelius warned us, the mind freed from passions is a fortress. But Jason's fortress had no walls left, only open doors for regret and hangovers. Have you ever felt that pull too, where just one drink becomes 5, and the laughter feels hollow? Mia didn't hate alcohol itself, she hated what it did to him. The late-night apologies, the forgotten promises, the mornings lost under pounding headaches. In the end, she wanted Jason sober enough to see her heart, not blurred by shots and weekend rituals. Ask yourself tonight, do you raise a glass to celebrate life or to hide from it? Per street racing and dangerous thrills. Let me tell you about Ryan. By day, calm and soft-spoken, but by night, he chased adrenaline down dark roads, street racing, engines roaring, tires screaming against asphalt. His girlfriend, Layla, once loved the rush too. She'd sit in the passenger seat, heart pounding, wind in her hair, thinking, maybe this is what living really feels like. But excitement fades when fear moves in. One night, headlights blurred, speed climbed, and for a heartbeat she saw not freedom, but fragility. Layla couldn't stop picturing a phone call that starts with, "There's been an accident." Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Do nothing inconsiderately and speak as little as possible." Recklessness isn't masculinity, it's a gamble with your life and her peace of mind. Think back. Have you ever mistaken risk for romance? Thought danger made you look bold when it only made someone else pray for your safety? Layla didn't hate cars or speed. She hated feeling that the man she loved cared more about thrill than tomorrow. Ask yourself honestly, would you rather impress strangers on the street or hold her hand for years to come? 5. Excessive fantasy, sports, and betting. Now let's talk about Mark. On the outside, Mark seemed easygoing, a guy with stories, jokes, and weekend plans. But behind the screen, his real love was numbers, fantasy sports leagues, betting slips, daily odds updates. His girlfriend Aria tried to share the excitement. She'd sit beside him on Sundays, watching games she barely understood, just to be part of his world. But slowly she noticed the difference. Date nights cut short because a player got injured. Dinner conversations replaced by talk of points, spreads, and impossible parlays. Marcus Aurelius might have asked Mark, "Is this use of time aligned with who you wish to be?" Aria didn't hate sports, she hated being outbid by stats and screens. She missed the man who once asked about her dreams, not just tomorrow's starting lineup. Have you felt that pull too? Where winning on paper feels more thrilling than winning her smile. In the end, Mark didn't just bet money, he gambled trust, time, and connection. And sometimes that's the costliest bet of all. Ask yourself tonight, do you know your favorite player's stats better than the way her eyes light up when she laughs? Can obsessive bodybuilding without balance? Let me share a story about Alex. At first, his dedication was inspiring. Early mornings at the gym, meals measured to the gram, protein shakes always in hand. His girlfriend, Nia, loved the discipline. She admired his drive until that drive started driving her away. Friday night dinners turned into, "Sorry, it's my cutting phase." Weekend getaways canceled for leg day. Conversations revolved around macros, reps, and mirror check-ins. Marcus Aurelius would have whispered, "Everything in moderation, even virtue." Nia didn't hate fitness. She hated becoming an afterthought to calories and competitions. She missed spontaneous pizza nights, late-night walks, and conversations that weren't interrupted by gym alarms. Have you ever felt that too? Where something meant to make you better ends up building a wall around you? Alex sculpted an impressive body, but somewhere along the way, he forgot to keep his heart open. Strength isn't only in muscle, it's in knowing when to flex and when to hold someone close. Ask yourself, are you building a physique she can admire? Or a routine so rigid she can't find space beside you? 7. Live action role play, LARP, without confidence in real life. Let me tell you about Ethan. Every weekend he stepped into another world, sword in hand, costume perfectly crafted, voice deepened into the role of a fearless knight. And his girlfriend Tara? At first she adored his passion. She'd even help sew pieces of his costume, giggling as he practiced lines in the mirror. But over time, something became clear. The fearless knight only existed on weekends. During dates, Ethan grew quiet, nervous, hesitating to ask for what he wanted or to speak his mind. Around others, the confidence vanished, replaced by anxious laughter and lowered eyes. Marcus Aurelius might have asked, "Never esteem anything as of advantage to you that will make you break your word or lose your self-respect." Tara didn't hate LARP. She hated seeing him hide behind armor, when what she truly wanted was him. Not the character, but the real man, unmasked, imperfect, but genuine. Have you ever felt safer behind a screen name, a mask, or a costume? Where fantasy is easier than facing life head-on. Remember, it isn't the hobby she fears. It's when the costume becomes a shield from the world and from her heart. 8. Extreme political rants. Now think of Leo. Smart, passionate, and deeply informed. He could debate anyone on policy, history, or the latest headline. At first, his girlfriend Maya found it impressive. His fire made him look alive. It felt like dating someone who cared. But slowly, every dinner turned into an argument with invisible opponents. Every movie paused for a rant. Every song dissected for its hidden message. Marcus Aurelius once said, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." Maya didn't hate his beliefs. She hated feeling like she was dating a megaphone instead of a man. She missed quiet moments, playful teasing, and conversations about them, not just the world's chaos. Have you ever caught yourself doing this too? Turning every peaceful night into a battlefield of opinions? Leo thought his passion would draw her closer, but it pushed her away, leaving no space for warmth or wonder, only winning debates. In love, sometimes silence speaks louder than the loudest speech. Ask yourself tonight, does she feel heard beside you, or overshadowed by your need to always be right? The compulsive anime, TV binging. Let me tell you about Sam. After work, his escape was always ready. A world of heroes, cliffhangers, and endless episodes. His girlfriend Alina even joined him at first. They'd laugh at funny moments, share popcorn, and whisper predictions about what might happen next. But what started as just one more episode turned into whole weekends, lost behind a glowing screen, date nights postponed because a new season dropped, conversations replaced by "Did you see that plot twist?" instead of "How was your day?" Marcus Aurelius might have asked, "How soon will time cover all things, and how many it has already covered?" Alina didn't hate anime or TV itself. She missed him. His eyes lit up by real life, not just fictional worlds. Have you ever felt that too? Where it feels safer to watch love stories unfold than to risk writing your own. Sam didn't realize until it was too late. She didn't want him to quit watching. She wanted him to look up sometimes and see her sitting right beside him. Ask yourself tonight, are you watching stories or living one with the person who loves you? 10. Crypto, day trading obsession. Now meet Armin. At first, his girlfriend Layla admired his ambition. She'd see him late at night studying charts, whispering words like candlesticks, breakouts, and market sentiment. It felt exciting, like dating someone with vision, someone building their future. But soon dinners were cut short to check the charts. Weekend getaways spoiled by sudden price alerts. His mood swung up and down with every green or red candle. Marcus Aurelius might have gently reminded him, do what is necessary, and whatever remains, do it with love. Layla didn't hate crypto itself. She hated how it became the third person in their relationship, always there, always demanding, always louder than her voice. Have you felt this too? Where screens glow brighter than the eyes of the person sitting across from you? Armin thought he was investing for them both, but in truth he was investing so much, he forgot to be present. She didn't want him to stop chasing dreams. She just wanted to know there was room in those dreams for her. Ask yourself tonight, are you building wealth or bankrupting your connection with the person who matters most? 11. Conspiracy theories. Then there was Omar. Curious, sharp-minded, always questioning what others accepted. At first, his girlfriend, Rania, found it fascinating, those late-night talks about secrets, hidden truths, and what they don't want us to know. But slowly, wonder turned to worry. Dinner conversations felt heavy. Every headline turned into proof of a grand plan. Laughter was replaced by suspicion, warmth replaced by whispers of control and cover-ups. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one." Rania didn't hate his curiosity. She hated seeing the man she loved drift into shadows, trusting anonymous forums more than real people, including her. Have you ever felt that too? Where chasing hidden answers makes you miss the simple truths right in front of you. Omar thought he was protecting them both from the truth, but she just wanted him to protect what mattered most. Their love, their laughter, and the small, beautiful moments that make a life together. In the end, it wasn't the theories she couldn't live with. It was losing the man who used to see her more clearly than any headline. Ask yourself tonight, are you searching for truth or forgetting to live it? 12. Obsessive selfies and fitness influencing. Now let's talk about Amir. At first, his girlfriend Sana loved his confidence, the way he carried himself. Proud of his hard work at the gym. They'd take cute photos together, share playful moments, and cheer each other on. But over time, the camera never turned off. Dinners paused for perfect lighting. Beach walks interrupted for just one more angle. Every compliment from Sana started to feel overshadowed by comments and likes from strangers. Marcus Aurelius would have reminded him, the best revenge is not to be like your enemy. Sana didn't hate his fitness. She hated watching the man she loved fall in love with his reflection and the applause that came with it. Have you felt that too? Where likes feel louder than laughter, and validation from followers starts to matter more than the voice that whispers I love you beside you. Amir built a body many admired, but Sana only wanted his eyes, undistracted by screens, to meet hers. Ask yourself tonight, are you sharing your life or performing it? Because in love, the best moments aren't captured for followers. They're lived for the two of you alone. First, constant car mods and garage life. Then there's Bilal. From the day he bought his first car, it wasn't just a machine, it was a canvas for his passion. New rims, custom exhausts, late nights in the garage lit only by a single hanging bulb. His girlfriend Aisha admired it at first. She'd bring him coffee, sit on the toolbox, and watch as he explained why this turbo mattered more than the last. But slowly, Friday nights turned into just a quick tune-up that lasted till dawn. Weekend plans canceled because the part finally arrived. Marcus Aurelius might have asked gently, does your craft serve you or consume you? Aisha didn't hate cars. She hated becoming a passenger in his life, always waiting, always hoping he'd look up from the engine and really see her. Have you ever felt that pull too? Where fixing, upgrading, and perfecting something metal feels easier than nurturing something fragile and human? Bilal poured love into horsepower and chrome, but forgot that hearts don't wait forever. Ask yourself tonight, is the engine you're building for freedom, or is it running you away from the one who cares? 14. Vaping and hookah as personality. Now think of Ferris, laid back, always surrounded by sweet-scented smoke clouds at every gathering. What started as just something to chill became part of who he was, tricks with vapor rings, fancy new devices, talking flavors like a sommelier. At first, his girlfriend Lena smiled at the playful side of it. It felt harmless, almost charming. But over time, she saw something else. Every photo, every party, every conversation, always with that device in hand. Moments that could have been about them became about blowing the next perfect cloud. Marcus Aurelius would have warned, let your actions be done with dignity, gravity, and kindness. Lena didn't hate vaping itself. She hated watching the man she loved shrink behind smoke, using it not just for fun, but as an identity. Have you ever felt that too? Where something small becomes your trademark, until it overshadows who you truly are? Ferris thought it made him look cool, different. But Lena only wanted to see the man behind the smoke, breathing in real moments, not artificial clouds. Ask yourself tonight, are you expressing yourself or hiding behind a habit? 15. Nothingness, having no hobby at all. Finally, let's talk about Kareem. No obsession, no bad habits, just emptiness. When he met Zoya, she saw kindness and calm. But over time, she also saw evenings spent scrolling aimlessly, weekends drifting by without passion or plans. They'd sit together and she'd ask, what do you feel like doing? His answer was always the same, I don't know. Anything. Marcus Aurelius wrote, a man's worth is no greater than his ambitions. Zoya didn't need Kareem to climb mountains or build empires. She just wanted to see a spark, a hobby, a dream, a purpose that lit his eyes when he spoke. Have you ever felt that quiet ache? Not because you're doing the wrong thing, but because you're doing nothing at all. Kareem was gentle, reliable, but life beside him felt like standing still. And love needs movement, stories, and shared adventures to breathe. She didn't leave because of what he did wrong. She left because he did nothing at all and asked for nothing more from life. Ask yourself tonight, what would she see in your eyes? A spark of purpose or an empty reflection? You might be thinking, should I quit gaming, stop lifting, never watch anime again? No, the hobby isn't the true problem. It's obsession, imbalance, and hiding from the real work of becoming. Marcus Aurelius taught, it is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. When a hobby makes you come alive, gives you stories, teaches you patience, that attracts. When it chains you, isolates you, or consumes your identity, that repels. Story close, back to Daniel. I told Daniel this. He didn't quit gaming, but cut his sessions in half. Used his weekends to travel, read, and yes, date without guilt. Months later, he met someone. She didn't mind the occasional gaming night, because it wasn't all he was. He had balance, stories, warmth. If even one of these hobbies made you pause, share it below. Tell us what hobby you love and whether you feel it serves you. Subscribe for more Stoic insights on modern love and masculinity. Like this video to help others break free from invisible chains. And remember, the life you build is built in your free time. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.